Hi all, how are you doing today? Welcome back to Caricatures and Cartoons by Wright. I am Rick. I am going to go over some more cartooning with you guys today. We're going to do some more expressions. We're going to do some simple cartoons with simple objects, and we're going to turn them into cute little cartoons. For today, you could do the as you can see, I have a fruit here. I have an orange that we're going to go over and take you know, an apple, an orange, carrot, whatever you want to do, and illustrate it. Like I said, you can use any kind of object you want. So we're going to go with that, and we're going to get started. And all you need is paper and pencil. I'm going to be doing it on an iPad on this one, and later on I'll do some stuff on the board with you guys, paper and pencil. But that's all you really need. You can just follow along. I made it nice and pretty by coloring up the orange and doing it digitally. Just sometimes it's a little easier to present it that way. It's just easier to see it and easier to and quicker way to present it. So let's get started, and we'll put that on paper and pencil and on the computer. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. This is an orange that I created. I prettied it up and made it all colorful and nice so you guys can see what it looks like. So first off, we're going to start off with doing a guideline on top of this. I know you guys are doing it in pencil and everything, but if you're doing an iPad, you could do it this way. So what we're doing is just putting that cross in there like we always do, just like we did with the oval shaped head. You're just putting some guidelines in there to go by. Whether you're drawing an orange or drawing, a human head or a cat, you want to put those lines in. So that'll give you something to go by. And so we're going to start off, and we're going to add some eyes in there. So I'm just getting, and here we go with putting the two eyes in. We're going to keep them simple. One eye over here, one eye over here. So that is how simple it will be. And I'm putting a little dot in there as well, just to highlight it, make it come to life a little bit. And we'll put a little smile. See, just a little smile. Get my head out of the way. Yeah, and a little lip underneath. And we'll add some eyebrows. And I know you're doing it in pencil, but you can do this with a marker, just paper and pencil. That's all you need. So, all right, we'll clear this, and we'll work on some other eyes as well. All right, so let's start off with two circles. Make this one round, and this one probably a little bit bigger, and add some eyes in there. We'll put these black eyes, the pupils, nice and dark.
Darkening the eyes.
And then we'll add a little highlight in there as well. You can do it with your pencil.
Some highlights.
Erase it out. And again, I'm just making this look a little prettier by adding some white. I know you guys aren't doing it that way, but I just wanted to make it look a little nicer for his presentation.
A bit of that.
And we're going to add an expression to him. And this one we're going to add a nice smiley face. And then we're going to add the M inside that mouth, and we're going to make it so you can see his tongue.
Tongue in there, and I'm going to shade it in.
Darken in the top part there. And add some eyebrows.
In there.
So there's a happy camper. And a little line underneath the eyes.
Change the expression on this
and,
one.
What we're going to do is erase. We're going to keep these eyes, and we'll change the expression. You can do another sheet of paper, or erase the mouth, or watch. And this one we'll change the expression with. We'll change the eyebrows. First off, we'll instead of being happy, we'll make them look a little not so happy by just changing the eyebrows. It gives a different feel to it. And now we'll and sometimes I'll add noses to these, and this particular one I just wanted to add some face, just a mouth, and this one I just added them looking mean. So by just changing the eyebrows and the mouth, you got a whole different look. So alright, so let's go with another look. This time we're going to go with the eyes. So we'll make this person laughing. So sometimes when you laugh, a lot of people's face squint up, and then their eyes kind of squint up as well. So they just are pretty much closed, really. So that's what we're doing here. Just have the eyes like a little cut, and then the top part of the eyes. So it looks like they're just got their eyes closed. And then put the smiley face on there. And this time we're going to add some teeth in there. And then we'll put that M inside that mouth, and that'll be the tongue. We'll shade in the top part there, so make the teeth pop a little bit. Eyebrows upward. Got a smiley face there. And again, I don't have the line on there, but that imaginary line where the middle of the drawing is will always be there. You can always remember where that is. So I'm just going to add some color in the teeth there, just to make it pop a little bit. So that's working pretty good. So alright, so we're gonna, and then you can add some laugh. He's laughing so hard he's just sweating. So, and a little touch up here. So now we're gonna erase some of those lines. We'll keep the eyes and erase the mouth on this one. And we'll change the expression to work on the eyebrows again. We'll have them turned in a little bit, so it's so his eyes, just like if you're in this one, we're going to show some pain, maybe, you know, like he stubbed his toe or something like that. So his eyebrows change, and you make a face, and when you do that, your eyes are shut half the time, and just like you're laughing, but you just have a different expression. This one, we're going to have them not happy. So I'm just working out so he's got his face turned down a little bit there. And we're going to add a teeth line there. And we'll color in the teeth a little bit. Put a little lip underneath there. So and then some angry lines like, ow, that hurts. And we'll add a little white in the teeth now. So let's change it around a little bit, zoom in on that. I'm just touching up a couple lines here and there. Now we'll go back into getting the teeth white. There we go. And now he's got some clean teeth there. And we got a different look than we did a couple minutes ago by just changing the eyebrows and the mouth. So, and so let's change that up, and we'll go for another one. All right. No. All right. Now. Okay. Now let's clear that off, and we're going to do some big eyes, more like Disney eyes. So these are kind of like a triangle shaped eye, one larger than the other. And we're going to add some a big pupil in there, black pupil. And we're going to darken in that eye. Again, you guys are doing it on paper, and that's good, and you can follow along or just watch this one. I got 2 more to do, and 2 or 3 more to do, and we'll move on to something else. So here we are. We got the big pupils, and I want to put some reflections in the eye, kind of make the eye look wet and alive. So we're just making one a little bigger than the other because that's closer to us. And now we're going to put some white in the eyes there. Again, I'm making this look a little bit shinier and everything, so, but you guys can just do it in pencil. And again, you can just use, I'm using an orange, but you can use any kind of shape you want. You can use a different fruit, a carrot, any object you like, a baseball, and just experiment different shapes. And the next assignment we do, we're going to do some different shapes, and we'll still work on expressions. But this one is particularly one shape with different expressions. And this particular one, we're going to make him sad. We're going to put some tears in his eyes. And he's a little unhappy. So just by doing a couple, facial expressions with a face, with the mouth, you can change so much and tell so much what you want to do. So I'm going to add a little bit of blue in the eye drop and the tears there. And add some more, maybe some, we'll save that, and then we'll move on to another face as well. Now we're going to go with different eyes. I'm going to save that one. And now we're going to switch over and do some long skinny eyes, oval shaped eyes. Basically the same size. The one closer to us, a little bit bigger, and we're going to make it a little bit bigger because that's closest to us, and we're going to put a reflection in there as well. So a little white dot in there, a little white dot underneath, brings it alive. And now we're going to add a smiley face. And we're going to add a line around there. Get some eyebrows in there as well. And let's add a little bit more there. Clean up the lines. And that should do it. It's very simple. Just two dots basically, and a smiley face and some eyebrows, a little highlight there in the eyes, and comes to life. So we're going to switch over now, and we're going to do some big eyes like Garfield. Remember those eyes from the Garfield cat from the 80s, actually. So have the big eyes and little pupils too. So just getting the shape that they're pretty much touching each other, and you got those little beady eyes that are just real close to each other. So we're gonna add some white in the eyes as well, a little highlight in those eyes. It already has a silly look to it already by just adding that. So now we're going to put some white in the eyes. And we'll add an expression to them. How about a happy smile? So we're just going to add that big smiley face. And this one we're going to add some teeth in there. And we're going to put that M in there inside the mouth to create that tongue. And put a little line in there for the teeth. A little lip underneath. And we're going to add some white in the eyes there. And we'll add some eyebrows. First I'm going to clean up the eyes and highlights. And it's just a matter of, doing some erasing. I know on this particular one, doing it digitally is just a little bit easier to see it than on the next video. I will do it by hand, and I will show you. I'll be doing it paper and pencil like you guys, but this one I just wanted to do it in color and do it digitally. Sometimes a little easier to illustrate by doing it that way. So we'll go over. So that one's done. So now we're just going to look at some of the ones we already created. So by just there's the one with the eyes, and by and the other one with the mouth changing and the eyebrows looks a little different. And this one was the smiling face with the eyes popping out, and just by changing the eyebrows, there is a laughter, there's more pain, same eyes, there's some crying eyes, some big oval eyes, some Garfield eyes, and that's all we have. All right. Okay, so we got that done. That worked out pretty good, doing the orange and whatever object you guys chose to do. I'm sure it turned out well. You can always go back and rewatch it and pause it and redo it that way. So that works out well too. So I hope that helped on that. So for the next project, we're going to go into using similar what we just did. I know we just stayed with one object here. This one we're going to play around with and mix and match a little bit and have different shapes of the of some objects, some round objects, some ones that look like a peanut. You can make up your own shape. So we're going to mix and match and add some different expressions, just like what we did here. But we're going to do it, and I'm going to do it along with you and do it on paper, just like you guys. And I'm going to use paper and pencil and eraser, which you guys have. And we're going to also, you got a gum eraser, and I'm going to use some marker on it as well. So for you guys to see. So let's get started on that, and we'll go from there. All right. Okay, so let's get started. As I mentioned, I'm going to draw along with you guys today on paper. I know I've been doing it on the iPad. It's sometimes a little easier to demonstrate, but I wanted to do it on paper just like you guys. I normally do it on a board when I'm in a class, but for today, I think it's going to work out well. So most of you guys are working on paper and pencil, and that's all you really need. So having it on a computer is nice too. So anyhow, for here, we're going to do, as I mentioned, we're going to do some simple shapes, and then we're going to add some features, some different expressions to these different shapes. So what I want you to do is get your paper. You can turn it long ways, sideways. What I'm going to do is do it horizontally like this. I'm going to pick out two of these shapes, and then I'm going to, then we're going to move on to the next step and add some different expressions to it, okay? So for the first one, I'm going to, you can start here, there, whatever. So I'm going to put one here, one here. So I'm going to do your basic blockhead
And I'm going to do it kind of light, and I want you guys to do it light. I don't want you to do it real dark. We're going to sketch in. I know it's a little light for you guys to see it. I'm going to do it a little extra dark here. So I'm going to pull out that shape, and then another, I'm going to pick out the diamond shape. I know it's pretty light. I'm going to do it a little darker just so you guys can see it. So there's our basic shapes. And here I'm going to put the guidelines in. I know the guidelines aren't shown, but a little about 3/4 of the way, and then put that line right down the middle. And same goes with the diamond. And we're going to, a little above halfway, I'm going to draw that line, just a guideline. So we have our shapes, and that should be dark enough for you guys to see, and give you an idea of what we're going to do. So, all right, so the next step is we're going to move on to putting different expressions on that, on these. So what you could do, I also have we could do it with, oh, that's good. Let's see. Let me go back to this one. Okay. So we have different expressions. So we can start, and we can use a couple of these, or no, we're going to go with this one. Okay. So you can pick out your own as well. So, but I'm going to stick with this, and I'm going to do a couple. You can pick out those faces, or make your own up. So what I'm going to do is just sketch it out. I'm going to do this angry guy right here. So, and I'm going to just sketch it out. So he's got like a square nose, rectangle nose, and he's got a mean face. So I'm going to sketch it out, and he's kind of angry looking. He's got little eyes coming up here. So I got him done. And then for this guy, mix and match too. If you want to have his eyes open, you can do whatever you want. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of do him smiling and laughing. So I'm going to sketch it out and put a little round nose on him. And I'm going to put a big smile on him too. And then I'm going to put that tongue inside that middle of the mouth. And I'm going to sketch it out a little bit. And put some eyebrows on him. So pretty basic, but I just wanted to get some basic shape in there. And now we're going to switch over, and we're going to grab, again, these are just some additional features. Again, we're going to sketch it out, and then we're going to go in there a little darker. So I'm going to stick with this guy. He's got some curly hair. I'm going to put his ears in. They go right across the eyes and right below the nose. So use those guidelines right there. Put a little S inside the ear. And then we're going to add some hair over top of that skull. And we got it. So, and this guy, I'm probably going to give him a spiked hair, ears on the side, a little S in there. We got it. So, you can put some ponytails on him, or bald head, some stubs on his head, and you can also add, you know, a beard, a mustache, some hats. You know what? I may just even put a hat on this guy. So he's going to put a baseball hat on him. Maybe have a hat coming off his head a little bit. And then I'll cover up his, got to go over his head a little bit. So his hair is up there. So I'm just going to add a little hair there. So, all right. So I'm going to go back to this guy. And now we're going to just darken in, and I know you got working with a, I'm going to just have a little thicker paper back here. So Now we're going to just darken in the lines a little bit. You can use, I just have a regular 2B number 2 pencil here, which works just fine. If you got a marker, I'm going to marker up the other one a little bit. So we're going to just put some teeth in there for that guy. Matter of fact, I think I might just marker up both of them, just see so you guys can see it. So what I use sometimes is your basic Crayola marker. These are actually pretty good markers. They got a nice tip on them. You can get a nice thick and thin line. So so I'm going right in there. So I got a nice thick line for the eyes. And then you can go with a little thinner line here. And then his eyes, leave a little space in there for a highlight. And he's got some thick eyebrows, kind of upset, mean. You can also add a little line down here to give him some, age him up a little bit too. And then around. And now I'm going to put the mouth on him. And then I'm going to put the teeth in there. Just put some lines in there for his teeth. And a little lip underneath. And now I'm going to put in his ears. And the lines, see, you could just, nice clean lines. I just rounded off the edges. I didn't make them a total blockhead, but just soften them up a little bit. And I'll put some ears in there. And his hair is curly, so what makes a good cartoon too is nice clean lines. Since you know where you're going with it, you don't want to do, you know, rough lines. You just want to do a nice clean line. Maybe a couple little curls. And that's it. Maybe put some, he's really upset, so it's gonna like, he's smoking a little bit. And there you have it. You got a different expression. So when you're done that, you can get your eraser. You can use your pencil eraser on the back and erase some of those lines. I also have this kneaded eraser. It's kind of nice. It doesn't leave residue or anything. You can just kind of wipes it up pretty good this way. See, the lighter you do your lines, the less cleaning up you have to do. So I'm mainly doing it in markers so you guys can see it a little bit better. So, and that's it on that one. So. All right, so let me clean it up a little bit more. You can go back and clean it up and get all those lines and add some color to it if you like. So, so this guy, so he's just got some round eyes. I'm just going to put some little round eyes like we did last time. Put those eyes close by. He's kind of a happy guy. Eyebrows up here. And a little round nose. And again, the smiley face. Turn it up, put a little M inside that mouth and the shadow underneath, and a little lip, a little smile there. Now I'm going to get his big ears and then his diamond shaped face, which I'm going to round off just a little bit, and then give him some ears. And I was going to do the spiked hair, but I'm going to put a hat on him. And I'm just going to have that hat just sitting on top of his head. And then I'm going to have to put that hat over top the corner of his head so it sits on there. And I covered up his spiked hair. So, but he's got a little nibs around his head there. So, and that's it on them. So you can add some color to it and add different expressions, add a body to it. But here I'm going to clean up the, and again, the later you do it, easier it is to erase. You can use this eraser sometimes. So it works out pretty good, but you end up having to clean up over here. This is probably, if you got some thick lines that you really got to erase, that works out well. So there you have it. I have, again, simple shapes, and this is what we want by. So you can mix and match them like we did, add the features, add a mustache, add some braces to them. You know, I mean, you know what? We'll just add a pretty cool mustache, this guy, and a beard. How about that? He looks like he can... and let it go up here. Put little snubs up here. There you have it. Okay, just it looks like a angry lumberjack. But you can create your own characters. All right, so that's it for that one. So that worked out good.
All right, that worked out pretty good. So we are finished up with doing the shapes and the expressions on those. Having different ones to choose from, that worked out pretty good. So I want to say thanks again for being part of the class. We will be back in touch, and we will have a couple more classes to go, and we'll discuss more cartooning. And in the meantime, I want you guys to keep on drawing, keep cartooning, and see you next time. All right, bye.